Bay parking. Bay parking can be a very much important maneuver in your test. I covered in last video how you can go forward into any bay. In your test, examiner can tell you go forward into any bay, or either he can tell you to reverse into any bay. So I have covered already forward into any bay in previous videos. So I'm going to cover reverse into any bay on your left hand side. So let me create the scenario. For example, you are in this red car with the examiner. Examiner will bring you into any car park. As soon as you're coming into any car park, you must understood that examiner is bringing into car park, so he may tell you to do reverse into any bay or go forward into any bay. That is why he's bringing you into car park. So as soon as you come into any car park, examiner will tell you to give you order to pull up anywhere. So you're gonna stop anywhere. Before stopping, check center mirror in case somebody can be behind you. So check center mirror and nicely brake to stop. The best thing to stop is stop near this center line. When you stop near this center line, you're gonna have a reasonable room on your right hand side to go forward in, to maneuver yourself. And if you are reversing into any bay, so you can have reasonable room on your left hand side as well. So that is why you should park absolutely near this center white line. If there is no center white line, just pretend there's a center white line. So you are stopping, for example, here. Then examiner is saying, all right, reverse into any bay when you are comfortable. So when examiner is saying, do it when you're comfortable, so you take reasonable time then. Have a very good look all around. All blind spots check from your left hand side 3/4 panel. All blind spots right hand side over the shoulder, behind, nobody there. Then better to keep 1, 2, 3 or 4 clear bay in your hands. You need to make sure there is no car park here. For example, if there's any parked car here, you're reversing back, you may be too close to this car, so that can be no good for you. So better to keep 1, 2, 3 or 4 bays clear in your hands. To keep 4 bays clear in your hand, you need to count them. 1, 2, 3, take this 4th line. So keep going forward, check center mirror again and brake to stop. Once you stop here, you need to have a reverse gear quickly on. As soon as you do reverse gear quickly on, if anybody coming behind, they know you're reversing, so they will stop well in time. If you're delaying reverse gear on, so driver behind can come too close to you, so you will stuck. That is where so many learners, they can fail for that. So better to do reverse gear straight away on to let other road user know, so they will stop. For example, there's a car behind, so he stopped because he has seen your reverse gear on. So when you do reverse gear on, you need to have a reference point to reverse into any bay. So whenever you are reversing into any bay, this is very important for you to understand. You're gonna miss 1 bay, 2 bay, you will enter in 3rd bay. So make sure from your seat, 3rd bay is absolutely clear. Once you make sure 3rd bay is clear, then you need to have your reference point. So reference point is when you are sitting on your seat, so you need to sit tight. No need to lean forward yourself and lean backward as well. So you just need to sit nicely on your seat and look left hand side over the shoulder. When you are looking from your seat left hand side over the shoulder, then this line will appear you right in middle of your side window. So I make this side window for your reference purpose. So when you are looking from your driving seat over your left hand shoulder, you will be able to see this line clearly. So if this line is like, for example, somewhere here in the window, then you need to move forward your car to bring this white line, this line in center of your window. When you see this line is center of your window, this line is in center of your window, that's your reference point. You can mark on your window, examiner won't mind that. So you can do this, when you are doing practice, you can do white line or any mark on your window. So you can align this line with this line. So you can have your reference point with this line. So when you see this line is coming absolutely in center of your window here, then you need to stop your car. For example, this is not aligned at the moment, so what I will do, I will move forward. As soon as I move forward, this is coming exactly in center of my window. That is where you need to do reverse gear quickly on, then steer full lock left. Let me explain you how you're gonna steer full lock left. So that's your steering. When you stop your car, your steering will be absolutely straight in this position. So when you're reversing into any bay, so 1, 2, third bay you're coming in, so you will steer full lock left. So we'll keep steering your wheel until your steering goes locked. You won't be able to move more than that. That is lock position. So when you do full lock left, your wheel's gonna be in this position. So your wheel goes in this position. When your wheels are in this position, you reverse back, obviously your car come in this position. As soon as you do this, keep reversing. Better to use close brake and clutch control. No need to use any gas. Just use close brake and clutch control so you can move nice and slow. As soon as you start reversing, you are missing this bay, you're missing this bay, you're entering in this bay. So keep reversing. When you come at this stage, you won't be able to see any white line in your side mirrors, both of them, you won't be able to see. So better to stop when you are on a 45 angle. That's very important. When you are on a 45 angle, better to stop because you're obstructing ongoing and oncoming traffic. So you need to have a very good check all around again. When you make sure there's no one else is coming, then keep reversing your car until you go for 90 degree, absolutely 90 degree. No need to see your side mirrors. You need to see back window when you're reversing back. So when you are 90 degree, that is where you need to stop your car. Then you need to brake your steering back to normal position again. So you are reversing back to normal position again. Once your car is back to normal position again, obviously your wheels goes absolutely in a straight position. So when you are in a straight position, you are almost halfway into the bay already. So rest, you will reverse back while checking both side mirrors. You will be able to see this line. If you can't see, you need to lift yourself up a bit to see inside mirrors. And when you're reversing back, make sure you are looking through this back window. So many learners, they fail because they keep checking mirrors, but they don't check behind. So examiner can penalize you for that. So you need to look behind when you are reversing. When you park, when you stop, you are alright to look all around. But when you're reversing, make sure you're looking back. So when you're looking back, keep reversing until you see you are in a bay. So you need to look these lines to make sure you are in a bay. Or otherwise you can align your cars with any other cars so you know you are in a bay. Or otherwise you can bring your neck out to see back line. If you are in, better to come and stop. Neutral, handbrake, off the pedals. Then you need to look towards the examiners. If you are in the bay, obviously you finish the maneuver. For example, if you are not in nicely, you misjudge your reference points. Obviously, if you misjudge your reference points, you are wrong. So you may be on the white line here. So when you realize you are wrong, don't stop your car like this position. Better to keep going until you are 90 degree into the bay. Obviously, examiner will ask you, have you finished? You know you are wrong. You say, I have not finished. Examiner will give you a chance to correct yourself. Check this side you are away, or either you are close that side, or you are close this side, you are away from that side. So accordingly, you need to align yourself. So while aligning, for example, you are too close to this side, you are too far this side away. So what you need to do, check all blind spots again, move your car a little bit to the left, right, and then steer back to normal again, go forward. Go as far as you can. Then you will be able to see this and this lines in your both side mirrors. Once you make sure you are absolutely in middle, then keep reversing while looking back as well, and come into the bay to correct yourself. The how you can correct yourself. Main point, for example, you're trying yourself with somebody who's supervising you and you are not coming back into the bay nicely, then you need to align your reference point accordingly. For example, you are checking your reference point in middle of your window from your seat. So I don't know what is your height. Your seat may be quite forward, your seat can be quite backward. So you can align this line accordingly. For example, if you are coming too close to this white line, then you need to adjust your reference point accordingly. So go a little bit more backward. So take your reference point somewhere here. So when you're taking your reference point somewhere about 1 or 2 inches here, so you may be absolutely in middle. If you are coming too close to this line, then you need to adjust your reference point other way around. So the how you can adjust your reference point. After few trying, you will be able to do this maneuver by yourself. But bear in mind, you need to have a very, very good observation all around before doing this maneuver, because you are in a car park. Examiner may pretend if a car park is clear, even then examiner may pretend there are so many people coming in and out. And you need to be very cautious about all people coming in and out. Maybe people walking with the, their trolleys or something. So you need to be very careful. Most of the people, they don't fail for the doing wrong maneuver. Most of the people, they fail by not checking blind spots. So that is what you need to keep in mind. So better to have a few tries. I hope you will understand. So as I was showing you on the page, I'm going to show you in the real car now. So for example, examiner is bringing you into any car park. When you are in the car park, examiner will tell you to pull up your car. So just pull up near the center white line and stop. Once you stop, you need to figure out 1, 2, 3 or 4, 5 bays in your hand. Should be clear. So 1, 2, 3, 4 bays clear. So what I'm going to do, take the 4th white line on my reference point. So I'm going to move forward. I'm bringing that white line in middle of my window. In middle of my window, that white line. So that's not in middle at the moment. That's just under my side mirror at the moment. So I'm going to move forward. Move forward. That's absolutely in middle. You can see. If it is not right, you can move forward here. So when you see that white line is in middle of your window, no matter which car is yours, you got any car, reference point will be the same. Once you come here, reverse gear on quickly to let the driver behind know I'm reversing. Have a very good look all around. Keep checking all your blind spots and do full lock left because you're reversing into left bay. So keep reversing, keep reversing, keep reversing. No need to do anything. Don't need to brake your steering. Keep your steering full lock left until you are 90 degree. So keep reversing until you are 90 degree. So once you gain 90 degree, steer back to normal and keep reversing. As soon as you are in the bay, then better to stop. I hope you understand what I was showing you reference point. Keep practicing. Hopefully you will be okay. Better to subscribe the channel so you can have more videos. Thank you.